Hello, hello, hello. This is your girl Raven of Raven Misbehaving Promotions, here once again with the Carnival of Raevens Immersion. This edition is going to be the part 2 of the Eargasm project. All the candidates that have sent in music submissions, all the music we have collated for the week of the 19th of February 2012. What you're listening to in the background is the Proxy-Raven Fuck That Shit remix. Yes, yes, you heard that correctly. And if you want to see exactly what I'm talking about, go to soundcloud.com/FCKDATSHT. Let's get into the music. So we're going to bring this on down a little bit. And we're going to get into part 2 of the Eargasm project. And what is that? That is a project where musicians, DJs, bands of all genres are welcomed, invited to participate in facebook.com/the Eargasm project. You post your links, you give us some information about your band, and we broadcast on social media for 1 week, free of charge. No charge, no cost to you. You lose nothing. You put your music out there anyway, so someone's out there promoting it for you. That's all what the Eargasm project is about. It's my way, or it's not just me, but my part in it is as social director and social media director. Let me amend that. And my perspective is, let's get that music out there. Posting it on Facebook is fine. Posting it on Twitter is fine, as long as you have 1,000 or more people that you can disseminate it to. But what you really want is someone to listen to it. You want it to get it out there to as many ears as possible, right? That's why you create this music. So we're here to help you with that endeavor. And the first person that we're going to listen to in part 2 is someone we left off with on part 1. But I want to make sure you get the full flavor of this young artist from Virginia. His name is ZUBIN. He has a micro house mix, and we're going to listen to a bit of it now. So there you had a bit of ZUBIN Arlene Micro House Mix. You can find that on SoundCloud. And again, what's going to happen is there's going to be a blog post. You're going to have a link to every artist. So if you didn't get enough of that little clip that we played, you certainly can listen to it in its clarity, in its entirety, at the direct link from the artist. And speaking of artists, the next one that we're going to go to is someone from the Boston area. His name is MONKTEC, and he also has a SoundCloud mix that is up, and it's called Dark Material Podcast number 17. So he has a Facebook page. You can go to him. He's one half of a duo called Beat Development. His other half is Anthony Erico, also known as Nightcrawler. So they're very active in the Boston scene. I believe they have a gig upcoming. So you can find all this information on the blog, and I'll have it in the various social streams under my name, Raven Misbehaving. So without further ado, let's get into the music. MONKTEC Dark Material Podcast number 17. So there you have a taste of MONKTEC Dark Material Podcast number 17. You get a taste of what one half of Beat Development from Boston is all about. And hopefully you like it. If you do like it, go on social media, go to the SoundCloud, go to his Facebook page. Make sure you post, make sure you're interactive. Not just listening to the podcast, but getting out there, finding these artists and interacting with them. That's the most important thing. That's what they want. That's what they're looking for. They don't want just passivity. Oh, that's nice, or oh, that's not nice. They can't see you dancing. They can't see you enjoying it. They want to know that you do enjoy it. That's what they're doing the music for. That's what DJs live for. That's why they love those crowds. crowds. They love the dancing bodies. They like the shaking and the grooving. That is what music is all about. Even if it's a little bit laid back like this one. Still, you can say, well, that's kind of cool. You know, I'm at work, I'm listening to this, I'm chilling along. That's right. So let the artist know. Don't just sit there passively. Get out, people! This is what music is all about, so that you can shake it and don't break it. All right. Moving right along now. We're going to close out the MONKTEC right now and go to something a little bit different. So Shara D is a DJ, and she paired up with Mike Sal, and they have a Banging in the Club mix, and that's on SoundCloud. So let's give a listen to that. So what you was listening to was Mike Sal and Shara D, Banging the Club with the club mix. So that's it. That's our selection for today. And is it over? No, the Eargasm project keeps on going week after week after week. And because we have a little bit of time left today, what we're going to do is give you a sneak peek, a preview as it were, for next week's selection of artists that are upcoming. And we already have tons of artists that we've collated and culled from the various social media and from various petitions. So what I'd like to play for you, let me see if I can find it, is DJ, now I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, is DJ Sido, and he put up a Mixcloud of his new work. Actually, that's dropped yesterday. So, and it's called, he has something called The Maggot Show number 087. It's by DJ Sido. So let's give a little listen to that as a preview for next week's offering. Alright, so you got a taste of next week's, a sneak peek into next week's, the Eargasm project with DJ Sido, The Maggot Show, number 087. So thank you for joining us today. It was really enjoyable. I really like shouting out all the different DJs, listening to the different kinds of music. I mean, there's tons of music out there. We are not even getting the tip of the iceberg. There are other outlets that do the same thing. They put out artists that are on the rise, etc. But we're getting people brand new, people who maybe are on the underground, but they need to be brought above ground. Fresh, new music. That's what we're all about here at the Eargasm Project. And that's what I'm all about and always have been about with Raven, your girl Raven from Raven Misbehaving Promotions. Now, since we do have a little bit more time, what I would like to do is to go through my mailbag from the Eargasm Project, that is, and answer some of the questions that people have about this project. I mean, for example, number one, what does it cost? Nothing. It costs you nothing. You're posting your mix anyway. We're just taking your mix to the next level. We're posting it on over 20 different social media streams. What is the purpose of that? The purpose of that is so that when people Google your name, I mean, the simple plain fact is, when people Google your name, they want to find something. DJ Sido, who is he? He does the Maggot Show. Oh, okay, there it is, right there with Google. If you can be Googled, you can be found. If you can be found, you can be heard. Basic, simple, no easy peasy. It's so simple. Simplicity itself. That's what we're going for. There's no magic tricks here. It's just putting music out in front of the people. How do I participate? Well, that's very simple. You go to facebook.com/The Eargasm Project. You can send an email, theeargasmproject@yahoo.co.uk, or to your girl Raven, ravenmisbehaving@gmail.com. I live in Hong Kong. Can I join? Well, of course. As long as you have access to Facebook or email, you can even hit me up on Twitter @ravenmisbehaving. Just send me the link to your mix and your DJ name. Let me get on a little soapbox here. A lot of people, they're Jeff Smith, DJ X. If I don't know your DJ X, I can't link you. So all your social media, and this is a freebie, a free tip, so get your pens and paper, your iPads out, and put this down. Whatever your DJ name is your brand. Let me say it again. Whatever your DJ name is your brand. If one cannot find you, one cannot listen to you. So, if you are facebook.com Jeff Smith, how are people supposed to know that you're really DJ X? So, please, that's one tip that makes it easier for people to find you. It also makes it easier to get gigs. Because when you say, oh, this is DJ X, and they're like, great, and they go to Google DJ X, and they come up with nothing because you have everything under Jeff Smith, then that's a little bit difficult to reconcile. So remember, DJs, remember bands, all your social media should be in your name. Whatever your band name is, whatever your DJ name is, put all your social media in that name. So choose a name wisely, because you don't want to be DJ X today and DJ Star tomorrow. Get it, got it, good. Easy peasy. Alright, moving on. How does this work? Well, I think I've explained it. You send a mix to us, the Eargasm Project team. You let us hear what you have to offer. We don't make any judgments, but we make no promises. So what we do is for 1 week, that 1 week that your mix has been chosen, the 1 week that you have sent in your mix, you will get promoted every day. How many days is that? 7 days. Is it always on Facebook? No. Why? Because being on Facebook is only one of many social media streams. So we get to all the different social media streams, Twitter, Facebook, of course I can't remember them, Twitter, Facebook, and all the other ones that are out there. So anything that you can imagine, it's out there. Soda Heads, we're out there on that. We're out there on Tumblr. Sorry, that I was having a block. I'm like, what is that thing? It's Tumblr. So we're out there on Tumblr. We're out there on Twitter. We're out there on Facebook. We're out there on Google+. So your mix is traveling down the river of the social media network. That's the important thing. So, do you get paid? The artist does not get paid, and neither do we at the Eargasm project get paid. We're doing this as a strict labor of love. A labor of love for music, for getting new artists an opportunity to be heard. Now, that means no money. Not yet. I mean, maybe one day we'll make money, but right now we're here to have a good time. We're here to promote music. We're here to listen to new music. We're here to support all the artists. Period. Full stop. Who is involved? Well, there's me, the social media director. That would be Raven of Raven Misbehaving Promotions, and Miles Holiday, who is a producer from the UK. And we came together with this idea, and we have other people that are working with us to help promote through the social media streams, and that's it, basically. I mean, it's a very, very skeletal crew, but we're hardworking and we're dedicated to this, so we're anticipating every success. Let me see. Are you guys acting as my agent? Let me say no. No and yes. So let me clarify that. No, we're not your full-time agent working only for you, trying to get DJ X to the top of the heap. For 1 week, yes, you have hired the Eargasm project to back you, to submit your mix, to submit your music to various outlets, including Spinner, including Rolling Stone, and other such music industry touchstones. That is what we're doing right now. Are we guaranteeing that you are going to be accepted, that you're going to be the next hot thing? No way. Why? Because there's so many variables. That's not really what we're here to do. If you do become famous, if all of a sudden DJ Sido becomes world famous and goes on a tour, great. If someone hears it, if someone hears your mix, DJ X, and gives you a gig, great. We're happy for you. We're not asking for a cut. We're very happy that you have achieved that level of success that every DJ, every band is looking for, which is you want your music to be heard. But as for being your strict agent, no. We were not hired. There is no contract. If you don't want to be part of the Eargasm project, again, just contact us and say, no, I don't want you to promote my mix. So it's just very simple, very grassroots, as they say. It's just a way for us to get your music out in front of the public. Simple. Full stop. Okay, so someone wrote in, I keep waiting and waiting and submitting my music to everyone. Nothing's happening, even though people say my music is great. Yet other people with less skills and talent, well, just simplify it and say that that's what they said. Less skills and talent are making it. Well, there's not really a question there, but let me try to address that. The music industry, like much of life and business, I mean, even if you work in an office, okay, let's take the comic strip Dilbert. He works at the office, he knows what he's doing most of the time. He hasn't really risen in the ranks, has he? Not really, not the last time I checked, which has been a while, but he doesn't really get anywhere. He's still at the job. And the person in charge of him, his manager, is incompetent. An incompetent boob, to be specific. But he's still the manager, so Dilbert still has to listen to him. In a way, that's what the music business is. You still have to keep grinding. You have to keep hustling. And even though it seems like there's some people that just stroll onto a stage and get instant acclaim, a lot of times those people have been hustling for a long time. Let's go to hip hop. French Montana has been hustling for a while. His mixtapes have been literally on the streets for a while. Now people are starting to hear about him. Now he's on 106 in Park. But you do not see the background to it. You just see now all of a sudden he's rolling and rocking in it, and he's on TV, he's on every music show, he's being played on the radio, but he's been out there hustling for a while. Jay-Z was hustling for a while before he became Hova and before he became big. So it's going to take a while. The first time people hear your music, they're not always going to fall over themselves. And let me be brutally honest, in the music industry, a lot of times it's smoke and mirrors. If you have a major public relations firm, behind you, if you have millions of dollars to throw at every music industry outlet, like Spinner, like Rolling Stone, like Hype, like Vibe, like Movement Music, if you have the opportunity, the luxury, the money to get all your music in all the streams at once, you are going to cause a bigger splash than those who are grinding away. But let's face it, nobody has, Arab money, no one has Mitt Romney money, no one has Paris Hilton money. Paris Hilton became a DJ, let's face it. Why? Because she is connected. She has money. Of course, she is able to say, oh, let me see, I'm going to wake up today, Daddy, I want to be a DJ. Well, okay, that's good for her. That's not where you are, DJ X, struggling in the middle of Kentucky, struggling in the middle of Las Vegas, struggling in the middle of fill in the blank location where you are. But that doesn't mean you're not going to make it to the top of the heap. That just means you have to work twice as hard, thrice as hard. That's all. That's what we're here for, bringing it back to the Eargasm project. We know you don't have millions of dollars to throw at the industry. We know you don't have, connections. I mean, if everybody knew David Guetta, everybody would be a famous DJ, right? Right. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is people are on Twitter, people are on Facebook, people are on Tumblr, people are on Sodahead, people are on this and that, and they're putting their music out, bit by bit, inch by inch, bit by bit. People are joining record labels like BokTunes.com. People are joining Facebook groups. People are trying to do it the way they can do it, and everyone has a different pathway to success. So, should you be discouraged? I've been grinding and grinding. Yes, everyone, honestly, humanly, is going to be discouraged. But that is not the way that I want you to take it. This grinding that you're doing right now is going to be paying off in the end. You are going to get that gig, but you have to have a good attitude. You have to keep fresh mixes out there. You have to get a solid name brand recognition. So good luck, all of you. That's what we're here for, to push you along, to get you to the place you want to be. Whether that's the top of your local DJ heap, or that's the top of the international DJ heap. Whatever is your definition of success, we're here to help you. Alright, so that's enough of my soapbox. So enough of the questions, enough of the soapbox for right now. We're listening to a little bit more of the Maggot Show, which is going to be upcoming next week on the Eargasm Project. This has been your girl Raven of Raven Misbehaving Promotions. Thank you so much for listening to Carnival of Raevens Immersion, the special edition for YouTube, brought to you by www.hodradio.net, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year of music, and nothing but the music. So we're going to go out listening to a little bit more of the Maggot Show, number 087 by DJ Sido, and until next time, be seeing you.